Hi, my name is Johnny Aurenz, and over the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to be presenting to you my marketing plan for Journeyman Distillery and Staymaker, our full-service restaurant. At this time, I'd like to give you a little overview of the facility and our products, and our just where we're located in general, which is 105 Generations Drive in Three Oaks, Michigan. The distillery and restaurant are both housed in the historic Featherbone factory. I'd like to take a little time to give you some background information on the factory. It was ran by a name of E.K. Warren in the late 1800s, early 1900s, producing corsets and buggy whips utilizing turkey quills, essentially the featherbone. In 2010 is when we first produced our first three spirits, gin, vodka, and our rye whiskey. Up until this point, our owner, Bill Welter, had been studying in Scotland under a master distiller to really understand the art of distillation, the nuances of it, and he certainly has, because we do produce a wonderful product. At this time, in addition to the aforementioned spirits, vodka, gin, and the rye whiskey, we produce a slew of other whiskeys, a slew of other spirits as well, rum, brandy, quite a few other liqueurs. And then with the addition of Staymaker, we also opened a new distillation site, which is 500% the capacity of the previous one, which will allow us to really start doing some other stuff. Well, at the time, with the smaller production site, we could only make what we knew would sell. And now at this time, it's like if we mess up, it's not the end of the world. We have that extra capacity to continue fulfilling orders and other obligations that we have made. So, and I'm going to get into that further along the presentation on how we're going to utilize that extra capacity that we now have. In addition to the new distillation site in the restaurant, we added a new event venue known as Warren Hall, paid homage to the late E.K. Warren. This venue can seat 500 people. We do weddings, any kind of special event, corporate event, school event. We also do, it's called the Artisan Market. It's essentially a large flea market. We have about 100 or so vendors up there. It's really a great time, and I kind of want to, I'll get into that a little later along the presentation on how I would like to market those opportunities a little better. And then finally, we've just broken ground on a new putting green, a multi-hole putting green, which will be unique to the area, as unless you want to golf, you have to go be a member of a golf club or just go to a golf course. Otherwise, you wouldn't have this access. And in Three Oaks, there's neither. So this is something new and unique, as well as that local children will be able to use this and pick up the game of golf, as putting and chipping are some of the more intricate parts of the game. This will allow them to master those crafts as well, which will create goodwill in the community, which can only benefit us. Moving on, I kind of want to speak about on the approach of how we're going to reach these targeted market segments. I'd like to utilize outdoor advertisement in the way of billboards, per se. We do utilize that already, but we could do a better job. We can invest a little more capital in that. We distribute to a variety of different places, and we just want to get the word out there. Social media, we just want to continue to ramp that up, get on more sites. Snapchat, for one. I would love to see us get a filter on Snapchat for people in Three Oaks, not necessarily even having to be in the distillery, just being in Three Oaks. That's a way to get the name out there, and then people see on their story, hey, they were at the distillery, they had a great time, why don't we go down there? And this is all, keep in mind, this is all free. We're not having to pay anything for social media besides what we're paying our marketing specialist, which is a nice sum as well, you know. In addition to this, we're going to continue to do trade shows to get our name out there in a variety of different ways. Product placement, making sure our product is available to our customers at a variety of different locations, which we've done a good job, but I imagine we could do a better job. We're in 15 states currently. We're in some foreign markets as well, and I don't see any reason we can't continue to penetrate these markets. I know there's legalities involved with it, but if there's a will, there's a way, and we're going to make this happen. Um, we also do distillery tours, which just allows you to come in and just tour the facility. You don't necessarily have to come there to be drinking. You can just come and check out what we're doing. And this, word of mouth is another thing we rely on because we love stories. Stories, go on forever, and we want to just continue people to go and tell a wonderful story about ourselves. Um, we want to, continue media publications. When the putting green opens, we expect to have local media outlets, probably some news coverage, continue to just get in just general trade publications about the distilling. That's what we're known for as a whiskey, and we don't want to sell ourselves short on that. We want to make sure people are coming back for that product itself. We also want to delve into some other markets as well and fully exploit our on-site venues and the catering services we have available, that we will have available upon completion of those. We want to make sure we market those to ensure people know we have this capacity and capability, and we'll kind of get into that further on. With the new clubhouse, we're going to add to the multi-hole putting green. We want to kind of modernize it. We kind of have stayed to the history of the factory itself, and we want to add some TVs to kind of bring in a different crowd. We notice we lose a lot of we have no TVs currently, and we notice we lose a lot of business when there's major sporting events or anything where people need that media availability, and we want to provide that in the clubhouse, as this will be a new site, so it's not. It'll work. Then moving on, our mission is to provide an excellent experience every time for every guest, and this will help with the word of mouth. If we can fulfill that expectation, there's no reason we won't continue to strive and succeed. As for the market summary, the demographics are there. We're extremely close to the Chicago market, which is 3 million people. And then just all around it, we have South Bend, Michigan City. There's a lot of local cities, Grand Rapids. Michigan's known for craft brewing and distilling, so we just are kind of just a destination hotspot. And we just want to continue to exploit that and position ourselves to fully utilize what's available to us. At this time, I want to get into kind of a SWOT analysis. To our strengths, our location is wonderful. The amount of fanfare and admiration just for the building is unbelievable. And then this isn't even speaking on our products, which we provide a premium product. Everything's kosher or organic. So it's premium. It's top of the line stuff. That those are mostly our strengths, and we do a good job at what we're doing. For weaknesses, there's somewhat seasonality involved with running the restaurant, and that's why we want to fully exploit the event venues we have, because it's like we have these spaces, we want to have people in them every day of the week. There's no need for them to sit empty, and then it's like we can also put our employees to work when we have to lay people off or cut hours in the off season. It just creates a better business in general. When you have happy employees, you're gonna see it within the customers. They're gonna definitely enjoy their experience. And another weakness would be we have left some markets untapped in the sense that we have no beer or wine, which is a disappointment to a lot of people that come in, and we've seen a lot of people leave because we don't provide that type of product. And with the new capacity that we have available to ourselves, we definitely think we can exploit this market as well, because we don't want to let other people get ahead of us. Breweries start producing spirits, and then they're going to be taking our business. So we just kind of want to expand on our product line, just continue to develop and expand what we have going. Opportunities. The markets continue to grow. We're currently in California, Michigan, Delaware, New York, Tennessee, Illinois, DC, Missouri, Kansas, Wisconsin, Maryland, Washington, as well as foreign markets. And then with this, the new product potential within these same markets. If we're already selling in these markets, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to put another quality product under our label into these markets and continue to exploit them, as well as like I said, the event venue we have, the putting green, all of this will be exploited to its fullest potential if we do this plan as it's being laid out. Some threats. Inclement weather could be tough, just in the sense of getting people to the brick and mortar site. Just it's Michigan, it's just part of living in this area. So far, we haven't seen too much of that, but it's just a possibility. Then competition. Any bar, brewery, distillery, winery, they're all competition. Other major distilleries, we would love nothing more than to be on the level of like a Jack Daniel's. But right now we're at the craft stage. But as we continue to expand and our notoriety grows, the sky's essentially the limit. So as for that, to exploit these, to get the name, to get the word out on what we're trying to do here, one thing we intend to do is to advertise special events. Like throughout the summer, we have special like weekends where we whiskey release weekends. I'd love to take out some radio spots. Illinois, Bloomington, Illinois, South Bend, Indiana, Hartford, Michigan, are just to name a few. The return on investment is there just to get. It won't have to be something that we're always running, but just that extra boost to get us over the finish line to reach and meet the objectives we have set out for ourselves. Utilizing these spots will definitely be beneficial to our goals and our objectives. Mobile marketing, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat. These are all things that we want to continue to utilize to their fullest capacity. We want to, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to put out a couple posts per day for on each of these sites. Like I mentioned earlier with Snapchat, I would love to see us get a filter so that people that are experiencing our products are able to take a picture of themselves and they're promoting for us. And it's like, this is free. This is something, I definitely would love to see us be able to do. And like I said, one to where if you're in Three Oaks, it's available because that could just draw people in itself. And then just continue to follow, share other people's posts, if you will, because that'll build a little rapport with the followers that we're just not some company out there that, post a couple comments every day on these social media platforms, that we're involved with our consumers. Billboards. I would love to see some more billboards. We currently have one in Michigan City. I'd love to see one deeper into Illinois because that's one of our major markets is the Chicago market. I'd love to see one on 31 coming from South Bend, Ohio. And then furthermore, 94 in Michigan, I would love to see it coming down from Benton Harbor, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo. Just make sure that people know we're here. And we can change these billboards throughout the year to, promote different events that we have going on. It's all there for the taking. Trade shows, word of mouth. These are some of our biggest potential endeavor for us to market our product. We continue to get that out there. And then also I wanted to speak on just like national publications. We're currently in the running for top vodka and rum craft distillery in America by the Associated Press. And this is something, even if we do not win, this is only going to be beneficial on ourselves because we have our product is being put out there. These are all things that if we do them to the fullest potential, will only benefit the company and the local economy as well. Which with that, it's like where can Three Oaks go? It's like this is not this is more than just a journeyman thing. This is a town of Three Oaks thing, providing jobs and other things for people within the community. This can only be beneficial, and doing that can only benefit the company. So with that being said, I think we're definitely on the right path, but we need to continue to exploit and utilize, like I've said, I know I've driven it home many times, to the fullest capability, all these different venues and different channels of communication, and I imagine we definitely will. I'm thankful for your time and listening to what I have to say on the subject. And hopefully in due time you'll be seeing something from us in regards to the distillery. So I thank you. Have a wonderful day, night, whatever.